The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult holdover.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. On second down now, it's Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First carry for Najee Harris.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Play action. Now Kaepernick. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Ebron caught left side. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Kaepernick to throw again. It's brought in by Harris. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Najee Harris,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Chris Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. But you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Kaepernick.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up the 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. And now another one thrown incomplete.
So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And fights through one man. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Set him back 5. On second down, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Joe Schobert, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll try the left side. Carson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the tackle. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. It's complete to Watt. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They run for it with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So that'll back him up 5. To throw, Kaepernick. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
A final shot before half for Kaepernick. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
First down, Seahawks.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Carson. Bulldozes past him. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Wilson. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now it's Carson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Got an open man, it's Pringle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
And Pat Freiermuth picks up a first down with a nice catch there. He was the 2nd tight end taken after Kyle Pitts in the draft. Went in the 2nd round out of Penn State. And the Pittsburgh Steelers were looking for a big target. After the retirement of Vance McDonald, he's showing signs of being that guy already.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Flush to his right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward. That's going to set them back 5 yards. They hand this off to Harris. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Short little throw to Ebron. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up third and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing first and goal, looking to regroup.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Kaepernick going to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now third down coming up. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's fourth and goal.
Completed pass brings up a fourth down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, fourth quarter, you're going. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 4th touchdown on the year. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Steps away to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, he sheds himself free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, for Chris Carson, I mean, he is a powerfully built back, and using that size and strength there to good advantage as he shakes free of a would-be tackler.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Sutton now to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. To throw, Kaepernick.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown.
Chase Claypool.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Carson the first down and more. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20.
172 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They run it with Carson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On third down, it's Carson.
And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. They run for it with Carson. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Seahawks, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next.